Hey everyone, it's Laura here from Laura's Creative Pages and Cards, and I thought it'd be really fun to show you this wonderful National Scrapbooking Day pack called Many Wishes, and it's a card making kit and it's $55 currently in Australia. So it comes with this exclusive stamp set. It comes with 16 cards and envelopes, as well as the silver gems and these exclusive stencil dies, stencils that are overlaid to each other. So I'm just going to pull out this little piece of cardstock here so that hopefully you'll be able to see the stencil better. So it's a flower and leaves, so it's an overlay stencil, and you'll see how amazing it's going to work very shortly. Okay, so once you've got the kit, you do need to go onto the website to download the guide and print that out. So I've gone and found that on my website and downloaded it and printed it out so that it shows you how to make the 4 different designs. Now it tells you here which materials are needed. They are distress oxide inks, however don't worry if you don't have them. You can just pull out the Close to My Heart exclusive inks and just use those ones instead. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to do was take it out, make sure the stencil's up the correct way, and I'm going to write the word top on it with my black pen. I'm going to also grab the leaf one, make sure that one lines up with the below one, and again write top. This way I'm always going to know how to coordinate them together. Now pull out your ugly washi tape or anything like that and just put that stencil in place over your card. Now I haven't folded my card in half yet. It's still laying flat, which makes it much easier for the sponging. So I'm going to start with the papaya first, just with a little piece of sponge, and when I sponge it over the top of my card or my cardstock, wherever I'm sponging, I like to move my sponge around in circular motions. I just find I get a much better spread and it just goes on really nicely. Okay, so just round and round in circles, and I can go over it to get a more depth where I want it. And now I'm just adding on the second color now, which is the paprika, and that's just giving it a bit more depth of color on those flowers. I've removed the flower stencil and I'm adding on the leaf one now. So I've taken the flower stencil off and placing the leaf one over. Okay, and then I'm going to pull out my green inks that I'd chosen. So I'm starting here with sage, and I'm just going to sponge that on again. So each of these pieces of sponge are all separate pieces, 4 separate little pieces of sponge, so that I don't cross match any of the colors. Okay, so I'm just going to sponge that sage in onto all of those leaves, and as you can see, the effect is absolutely amazing. I love these layering stencils. Now I'm going to bring in my evergreen, and I'm just going to add a touch of evergreen down near the bottom of the leaves, just to give again that bit of depth. So I love how easy this card is coming together. Once all the sponging is done, just remove that washi tape and remove the stencil, and you'll see what beautiful flowers you have beneath those stencils. Okay, so the card can be folded in half now that I've finished doing all the sponging. And can you just see this in your head in a variety of colours? That's what I love about it. The workshop kit comes with the design in mind, but then you can take it and run with it. So I've gone and used the cutting guide to cut the peach cardstock to the size it needs to be, which was 1/2 by 5.5. And then I've chosen to use the happy birthday sentiment off of the exclusive stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp that there in black and then put the 2 gems on just as per the instructions shows. And the last thing I need to do is off the stamp set, it's got like 3 little dots for the center of the flowers. I'm just using the paprika again. I'm just popping those little dots in the center. And there you go. How easy is that? There's 4 designs in total. Totally worth going and checking out on my website.